What is up, guys? Norse Digital Assets coming at you with another video. We're going to cover Bitcoin and the market as a whole because Bitcoin and Ethereum control the market and they control the crypto coins that you have. But Bitcoin looks very healthy, and I am not changing my mind on Bitcoin until key support levels are actually lost. I would not call the bear market and lie to you guys. So that's what we're going to cover in this video. I posted this up on Twitter that it's absolutely beautiful so far. We're getting that nice little hump pattern like I've showed. If you've been watching my videos with the blue bars pattern that I copy and slide over. Still in a bull market until you start losing your support. The probabilities are that Bitcoin will actually spring up, not down. Okay, let's take a look at the chart. Bitcoin, the timing of this video is very nice. It's a very good timing of this video. This is usually when I record and release my first video for the day, usually anyways. But Bitcoin showing a lot of strength right now as we speak. You can see this green here. But yeah, we're getting that, starting to get that little hump pattern where you're going to try to find support at some point, either on the line or above the line, but somewhere in there you're going to try to find support and carry on. If you want to see this strength, if you go to the 4-hourly, you can start to see the strength there, and you see that green candle there. And if you want to see some more strength, we can go to the hourly here, and there's that massive green candle that we just got, and that is happening in the last hour where we moved up. Let's see here. This candle took us up, has taken us up 1.4% in an hour, which is a lot, from roughly 41,772 all the way up to 42,374 in 1 hour. A lot of nice strength there. Let's go back to the daily. I'm going to lay out my what would turn me bearish, which I have before. What would turn me bearish is if I were to change my tune, you'd have to lose the support line, roll down. If we do roll down into this range here, and we are at 36,000 and we go 35,000, 37, 35, 37, 35, 36. If we start doing anything like that, the odds of us going into a bear market are very high, and that we are entering the bear market. And what that would do, and I do not expect that to happen. I do not. I'm just showing you because there's a lot of people out there just on Twitter, in the comment section sometimes, just the general feeling out there in the market, or especially beginner investors. A lot of people scared or depressed, or they're down, or they're losing money. They think they're losing money, they're unrealized gains and losses, and they're worried. And there's a lot of people calling for the bear market, even major influencers. There's a number of influencers calling that now. I believe they are wrong. Till you actually lost that support, and I don't think we will. I think we'll bounce off of it. And I've shown that in the bars pattern, which I can show that again just real quick here, because it only takes a second to copy and paste this and set it here, that we're going to do something like this. And I don't even think we might go that low here on this last little dip, but we don't have to, we don't need to, and I'm not sure that we even will. But we'll find support with that little hump pattern here, and we will move on. It looks like possibly that hump will be a little smaller, this little hump here, which is good. We want that hump. We don't want this big shoulder. We don't want a big shoulder where we have a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder where we could roll. At any rate, what would turn me bearish, which I don't expect to happen, is coming down, like I said, and you're 35, 37, 35, 37, you're hitting your head, and you're down here, you definitely could roll back to this 28 or down to 20,000 Bitcoin if that were to happen. That is not what I foresee happening. Okay, so just laying that out, that that is the way that I would change my mind, and I'm not going to, unless something like that were to happen. I don't expect it. Anyways, let's remove all drawing. So that nice impressive candle in the last hour for Bitcoin, that's pretty impressive because even if you had a lot of you had some volume coming into Bitcoin, Bitcoin is so big, you know, it's a little lower than $1 trillion, but it's so big that it doesn't usually move that easily. So that 1 hour candle is pretty impressive that we were just looking at. Let's look at some other metrics here on Bitcoin. So we have, let's look at the Nupal number one, net unrealized profit loss. I've heard people call it the Nupal, but Nupal here, okay, and where are we right now? We are currently in this brown color here. This little green peak here in November, and we have this little green peak in August. None of this here even started to go blue. You see, typically when you see a top of Bitcoin at the end of a bull run, you get this blue tip, and this blue can definitely be higher than this price action through here. But we were down here below, you know, this white line here, no blue at all, just a little bit of green. And this is the summer here. You see this brown, and we're still sitting down here in this brown now. So to call that the top, we've never gone up into this blue, the blue being euphoria greed. That hasn't happened in quite some time for Bitcoin. We've also been looking at the MVRV Z-score. If we go back to that, load it up here. So still the MVRV Z-score where we're at right now as of January 13th is a 1.43, very low. Down here, similar to a level here, definitely didn't get these spikes. This right here is the October, November 69K area where you're way below here. You're way below the red band, which the red band typically marks a top of the market or of the bull run. You're either coming up to the red band or launching through it, like the end of the last bull run here at 2017. Right now, we're way down here, but people want you to believe that this is the bear market right now, and we just topped on this little peak on the MVRV score. And again, this MVRV score is the fair value. It is whether Bitcoin is overvalued or undervalued relative to its fair value, and it's the difference of market cap and realized cap and the standard deviation of market cap. And here's the little formula down here. So pretty interesting. Let's look at exchange balance total here. What's on exchanges for Bitcoin? Let's go to the last 6 months, get in here a little closer. Kind of sitting sideways lately. I will say this also, something that goes on with these markets is the larger wallets and smart money are buying this. They're buying that peak, which if we roll over here, if we make, not roll over, but if we make this little hump here and we do find support on that line that I've been talking about for quite some time, if you were to buy there, the smart money is buying there, the larger addresses buy there, and instead of selling right here, they are buying, and then they are laddering out. They're selling into these runs up, okay? And it comes down, maybe they acquire more, but they're selling, you know, let me do this again. So selling, say you're buying here on that extreme fear where we're at right now. You're selling some in here, you're selling some in here, and then you're selling some around in here. You are selling into the major run up. You're not, and you're buying that major fear down here. And that is what's going on right now. I believe that smart money, larger addresses are buying this here, and they are buying it from people that are impatient, that are fearful, etc. Okay. Also, I believe that the difference, the Wyckoff accumulation is being followed here perfectly, where this is a down thrust and we have this automatic reaction back up and we're bouncing around in these different, we're in an accumulation box, I believe, and we are accumulating again to get that mark up, to go back up, to get back into a distribution box up higher. I believe that all this is following Wyckoff accumulation. It's following a corrective phase of the bear market, just like this was, where we went to 28K, but then we ran up to 69K because we weren't in a bear market. It was a corrective phase in the bull market. We corrected down, and then boom, we made that next run. This is the exact same pattern that we were doing here. It's the exact same pattern. So we're going off of probabilities. Could we lose this and roll? Yes. This is probabilities, not certainties. Nothing's certain, especially in markets. But I showed you that nice green candle, that nice pump. We went back over 42K. I like that strength there. And find that support and start to move on. That next impulsive wave could put you back over $60,000. And I'm aware that some people might think some of these calls I'm making, etc., are crazy or wild, especially people with a little bit of a bearish mindset. But I am very contrarian, and these markets move in Elliott waves. We have not completed the final fifth wave of the market, like I've been saying for a while now. And I try to think outside the box, and I think it with a contrarian mindset compared to everyone else. So I'm aware some people might think, you know, this guy's he's just making these calls up. He's just making it up as he goes, and he's doing this and he's doing that. I've seen some bearish comments down below. Most people have been pretty supportive, but I understand those calls. I hear that kind of stuff, and at the end of the day, it's a lie to tell you that it's a lie to tell you right now before you're actually creating those lower lows and lower highs that we're in the bear market now. We're not. It's a corrective phase of the bull market for continuation on. So that is my take on everything for Bitcoin and the crypto market moving forward in 2022. I believe Bitcoin will easily go over $100,000 a piece in 2022. What did not happen in November and December is still coming, but it was a delay, and I've said that in my videos. So we're just going to have to wait and be patient. That's all we can continue to do. We'll look at one more thing, the futures open interest here. Let's look at that. See what is going on. Futures open interest. All right. So still down, just still flat, still sideways, much lower than around Christmas time. Not as much open interest leverage in the market, which I believe is a good thing. There was way too much in the last couple months when everyone was claiming you know, and I covered that on my channel where everyone was claiming Bitcoin to Plan B, Bitcoin to 98K in November and 135 in December. And we had over $1 billion liquidated because there was so many longs in the market, and the market just dumped on them. The market moves. It moves in mysterious ways. It doesn't move to what everyone wants. It moves the other way. And so there was $1 billion in liquidations, I believe, in like one day of that open interest. So it's just been kind of flat during January so far. So just kind of some updates on Glassnode for you. Is there anything else to cover? I will cover the DXY really quick. We're hitting everything here. DXY, what's the DXY doing? The DXY, finding some strength over the last couple days. I still believe, though, that it is going to get where it's sitting right now. It's going to meet this 20 EMA on the daily as resistance and come back down at some point. That is based off the fact that the weekly, yes, it is finding support on the 20 EMA currently on the weekly. It could definitely come back down to the 20 EMA with a red candle here, come back to the 20 EMA for some more support on the 20, or start to roll through the 20 and come find some support on the 55. Those are possible, but we want this DXY to not be overheated and not just be running up, because that is the opposite of the equity. A lot of these equity markets and the equity market and Bitcoin in general. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. The bullish case for Bitcoin. And I won't be changing my mind until we actually lose any support to change my mind. So that is my take on the market. Smash up the like button, click subscribe below. If you're big into crypto, if you're looking to make 7 figures in crypto, Smash up the like button, subscribe, because it's a journey that we are on, but we are going to make these profits with time. With time, it will come. And I'm thinking sooner than later here, this market will warm back up when no one expects it. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys, and we will see you in the next one. See ya.